Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Finally got my little bendy arm tripod going on here. There we go. Now I can see what's up. Perfect. So we're just at a mobile call for one of my shops, and I've got a 2014 Savanna. It's got a sticky lock cylinder. So I just went to the truck, pulled the lock cylinder out. You just pull the top plastic, turn it to the crank position, the actual start crank position, press through the little button on top, and the lock cylinder comes out. Those are pretty normal. So I got a GM lock cylinder. We're just gonna lay it out. Oh, it looks like I just write it on this. That's what they put these little. Oh, this one doesn't have it. All right, some of the GM ones have a little spot for you to put the lock cylinder thing at. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna rekey this lock cylinder so it's the same as the original one, so all the door keys and stuff work. Just empty out all the pieces here. Oh, is this working? There we go. Oh no, I lost it. There we go. Just popping the chat out so I can see it. God, is it? I was looking at the resolution of the video. It's terrible. It's raining and storming here. So yeah, so I'm just doing some lock cylinder work today. So we'll go ahead. So how I organize these out is I lay the tumblers out. They're numbered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull the key out of the lock cylinder. I'll grab a little baggie here. Grab a little pick. Set it up behind me here. And then we'll just go ahead and push each one of these out. Oh, fun. Need the smaller one for this. What's everybody else doing? Oh man, there's little pieces of junk in this whole system and everything. Oh. This is an older lock cylinder than the newer style ones. Grody. These things are nasty. You're drinking non-alcoholic coffee. That's probably the best kind of alcoholic coffee that there is. Or the best kind of non-alcoholic coffee. The best kind of coffee is probably the non-alcoholic kind. I don't know, I guess I could go back on that because I did really enjoy me some legitimate Irish coffee when I was in Ireland. Boogers are stout. Alright, so pull the first one back from the back. Lay it down. Some original ones are numbered. Like this one's a 2. So I'm going to go ahead and just write down 2. One of my least favorite things. Hey, Chris. Well, you don't like rebuilding lock cylinders? Can't quite read that one. I think, looking at the space where that is, that looks like And the cut and everything. It's probably about a 4. We'll obviously test it before we go install it. What's Chris doing today? Oh, I save all these little springs and all these lock cylinders too. I put them in a little magnet tray I've got up here. Hands are so shaky these days. Yeah, that's why I've cut back on coffee, because myself, which is funny that DIY was saying that. Normally at 11 o'clock on a Monday, I will have definitely been in quite a few rounds of coffee. Can't quite read these. Put it over to the side here. It looks like a 2 though. Springs to fly. Low hydraulic power on a skid steer 2019 Freightliner with SCR fault and a couple inspections. More big truck stuff. Well, you know, Chris, you can have all the big truck stuff. I don't like getting dirty and greasy anymore, and this is going to be about as nasty as I get because this nasty old Chevy lock cylinder. Grody. That one's done wore the plumb out of it. Just scraped right off there. Can't quite tell. I mean, honestly, looks like it's a little wider than a 2. Probably a 1. Oh, hey, Corey. Oh, that's a new one. I was like, man, that thing got clean. So we'll go push this tumbler set out the back. I'm going to go ahead and pull the spring. Yeah, I don't like working on big. I just don't like getting dirty anymore. And I mean, this is definitely pushing it for me. That one was caught up real hardcore. That's probably the one that was hemming us up. That's about a 2. I don't know. Clean the grease off there. Yeah, it's about a 2. Live, vertical, symptom free. Awesome, Corey. That's glad to hear after being worried. Okay. Whoa. Woo! Got a runner. Alright. Alright. It's a little narrower than a 2. Not quite as big as that 4. 4s are pretty obvious. The distance at which they get to the top is pretty close. This is probably, guesstimate, a 3. I'm gonna put a line underneath it because I'm not sure. Yeah, these last couple were stuck in there. Big old space on that one. That's a 4. That's a big nasty. Almost a 5, but I think it's just because it's wore out, so I'm going to put that. That means that these two 4s could be a 5. I mean, I could be 1 off on all of them, so it could be a 3-5, 3-2, 3-4, 5. Can't wait to get back in the excavator. Working with Chris from Opus. Issues with free trial thing. Oh yeah. Awesome DIY. I mean, plans to go back on the 4th are better than no plans, right? So what we do is we find the baggie of springs that I almost left in the bag. Take the instructions, file those in file 13, and then just press buttons until we make it work. Oh, and now it's gonna start raining. Awesome. It'll start raining hardcore. Just take my little magnet tray, put all my new springs over on the side here. Almost always give you extras, just in case. I got like 20 tubes of this crap laying around, but yeah, I definitely would have lost the rest of my mind too if I got told to stay home. So go in the first hole here, put a little grace. Let's throw a 2 in there and see. It's either a 2, could be a 3, I guess. Like I said, it could be off a little. So we'll put a 2 in there first. After we put a spring in, we'll see what's up. Put a little spring in the hole here. There we go. These ones are clearly marked with a 2. In here. Oh no! I think I got her clipped in there right. Oh no! She's a fighter. Sure I didn't get the spring tucked in here. I mean, when I put that one in, that's interesting. She does not want to pop up. Need some more grease. Work is vacation compared to the honey-do list. Leave work and head to the woods for a few hours every night. It's relaxing. Probably not a good idea to get involved in video games. I felt the same way, but my thing was Corey and all the rest of the guys, all my friends are on there. Kind of, if I want to get to hang out with them and shoot the breeze and such, I was going to need to show up and do that. All right. Yes, sir. Perfect. Now the next one. So that means if I was right about the 2, then I should be right about the 4. At least I like to think so. 4 open. So I go in here and hang out with everybody. I know it's Monday morning. Clips all the way in. Not exactly. What's the dealio here? see what's up here. I mean, I guess I'll put this last one in so I can hold the bar back. I guess I'm fighting the bar. I feel like I've missed a lot since I was on the tube regularly, right? I feel the same way each time. Good news is that this last one in here is also a 4. So put a little lube in there. Pull the bar back so I don't have to fight that thing. Make sure she goes down where she's supposed to go. Looks like a lot of Jesus pins. Definitely. Well, you know, this is in fact a OE General Motors part. So I don't doubt it that there's going to be a little bit of Jesus in going on. It's not abnormal by any stretch. To have problems with some Factoria parts. It's better than the Dorman one the shop was probably going to get, though. But you know, what do I know? Oh, you just did a Ford Dorman one? Why am I having these problems? $25-foot hit ceiling in the garage like a gunshot. No pressure. Yeah, it's only doing this because you're watching. That's correct. Honest to God, that's what's funny too is I'll do like 4 or 5 of these things. No problem. First time I go to film one, sure enough, it's alright. It's just good to go. Put a 4 in this one too. Get the pin pressure off. Learn curse words in every language. New viewers be watching. This guy has no idea what he's doing. Perfect. Yeah. No, it's the capture pin is just horrendous on this thing. So, whew, almost pushed one of them out into the craziness. Another 2. And it's not at all surprising that it's a crap ton of the same ones. Not by any means. Or not by any. I don't have any doubt in my mind that it's, you know, a bunch of 2s and 4s. I've ran into a bunch of them that had none of any one particular number. Bucket's getting low. Push the excess grease out. Another one. Put it in. This was a 1, I believe. This is the one that I wasn't sure about, but I'm fairly positive. Yeah, with the key in, the side bar is flush, the turn bar is flush. Which, you know, like on like the Ford ones or the newer GM ones, the tumblers stick out farther on the end, and that's the turn bar. There's a groove they set in, and when you slide the key in, all the tumblers fit small enough that it doesn't do that. In this one, turn bar, you put the key in until the turn bar is flush right here. That's what you're watching for. Cool, so we'll put a little more grease in there. Go to the next one. Hey, let's keep the language down. DIY says, just copied and pasted in my bucket. Grab another 2 out of here. Oh, somebody's calling. Yep, still good. So far, so good. Now I'll put a 3 in here, which I think is a 3. I don't know. Now I'm rethinking it because now I don't see any other 3s in there. It's kind of semi-uncommon. Oh, let's just go ahead and do it. These are a pain in the butt to pull out, so. Alright, so we'll click this last one in and hope that everything goes well. Yes, sir. I don't know if you could see that or not, but that turn bar's flush. Yeah. Cool. So that's it. Put a light amount of grease at the contact position points on this lock cylinder. Just a very thin amount, not too much at all. And then that is right there. Where the piece rubs real hardcore. We'll wipe all that off, excess off. Only need just a small amount, just a small amount. We don't want a bunch. Just a super light coating on the outside of this thing. Then we'll go slam this lock cylinder back in. I'm not going to take you to the vehicle because this is a work vehicle. Hey, Opal. Yeah, I've got to get going too. I got to go slam this back in there and then figure out. I guess I got another vehicle here for me to check out. Something about ABS locking up randomly while they're driving. So grab my. This is not an advertisement at all, but these things smell awesome and they clean really, really well. Exceeded your YouTube time for 1 month. Alright, have a good one, guys. I'm going to get going too. Get this crap off my fingers and then slam this lock cylinder back in and on to the next one. We'll see ya.